What's going on, fam? Welcome back. This is Chris with F4YT. I hope you've been enjoying your day so far and investing some time learning about more about who you are, why you're here on the planet at this time, and what can you do to get a great alignment with yourself and the universe so you can help uplift the overall energy, frequency, and vibration of the planet so we can get this party started, right? Right. But all jokes aside, fam, I really hope you've been investing some time and just leaving no stone unturned, taking everything serious. There are no accidents or coincidences in this universe. Everything happens in divine order. So if you're viewing this presentation right now, congratulations, because you really want to know thyself, okay? And I'm sharing everything that that came across my path that really helped my life and start helping. I could see it transform many other people's lives too. So it's all about sharing that knowledge and wisdom with people so we can grow together. I hope that makes sense so far. All right, guys, but we back with another presentation, and and today, guys, it's all about we can we can learn all this information outside of us, but at the end of the day, the biggest asset that we have is our body and our mind. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people out there, they know so much information when it comes to cars, sports, and all these other different things, but what about your human avatar? What does this thing do, and how can it operate? How can I cut out the middleman, so to speak, so they they don't turn my healthcare into a business opportunity? All right, because at some point, when you sit with yourself long enough, you will have that profound thought like, man, so you telling me over hundreds of thousands of years, none of our ancestors came up with a quick reference guide, or a continuity system when it comes to our body and take care of ourselves? That way we don't need no doctor. Because once upon a time, right, we didn't have to go to the doctor because we knew ourselves and we took care of ourselves. And when the any new species came to the planet, we educated them. We brought them up, gave them knowledge, and have kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? But today, guys, it's all about disease, nature's efforts to restore equilibrium. All right, so don't resist that urge. Nature really want to help you. Okay, so it's nature's effort to restore equilibrium. So if you're new to the channel and you appreciate the content, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. If you really appreciate the content, drop a thank you. All right, but if you really appreciate the content, if you love to donate to the channel, $1, $2, Cash App information down below, I greatly appreciate you too. All right, so it's all about sharing, some tools, some additional things that you can put in your toolbox, and basically leaving no stone unturned. Okay, because I care about myself, I care about my family, and you are part of my family if you're viewing this presentation, because you love yourself enough and to really just look into everything. Okay, so I'm here to share all of our ancient information that I have access to and put in a way where it's easy to follow, and most importantly, you're not blindly believing me, because I'm gonna tell you that all the time. Don't follow me, don't blindly believe me. It's all about you doing your own research and own due diligence and figure out what works best for you and what's your point of view. So I'm sharing my perspective with you and the things that help me on my journey, so it can help you in the long term. Okay, I hope that makes sense so far. So again, if you're new to the channel, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, Earth is a school. Each and every one of us, we receive our call to adventure, or you wouldn't be viewing this presentation right now. Okay, so there are other ways to living. Okay, we all been lied to on a mass level. So what do we do about it? We have to unlearn all these lies and relearn our own personal truth, our own perspective, what works best for you and for me. Okay, there's nobody to come save you but you. You are your own savior when you know thyself. I hope that makes sense. But the universe gonna work in your favor, but it's all about your intent. All right, so you've been receiving supernatural aid somehow, some way. Things been lining up for you. You've been losing a lot of friends, you've been gaining a lot of new friends, okay, so to speak, or the people that you need on your path to get you to the next step. All right, but I'm one of those, many beacons of light. I'm sharing my ups and downs with each and every one of you. The things that work, that thing that didn't work, and the things that helped me level up, which is like these 7 hermetic principles. Where they at? I don't have them up here. There they go. All right, but like these 7 hermetic principles, man, these things are savior, and these are basically the laws and the guides and the rules to this whole universe here. All right, and they will hide it behind the secret and other books and stuff like that, and they'll charge you thousands of dollars just to teach you our ancient knowledge, okay? And it's in your DNA, and it's just part of just remembering the process. So if you need help with these 7 Hermetic Principles, again, guys, Ralph Smart on YouTube, type in 7 Hermetic Principles, and he will walk you all the way through this, okay? That way you're not just saying, oh, Chris, he's just making up stuff. No, there are many other people out there sharing this knowledge, okay? So it's up to you. When you know better, you're gonna do better. Instead of just operating off a blind faith, you'll know exactly the cause and effect for everything, okay? So there's no cookie cutter recipe, okay? But you're gonna, make some mistakes, but it's gonna make you wise in the process. I hope that makes sense, okay? But again, it's all about, getting your own biorhythm in life and sharing your knowledge and wisdom with people, trusting your own intuition, your own inner voice, your own energy. And again, guys, we're going through a great reset. Mother Universe, Mother Nature, the sun, everything is on a whole nother energy, frequency, and vibration. It's all about snapping everybody into their heart chakra. If you can't operate in your heart chakra and you can't see, the goodness in everything, how everything's interconnected, and it's not a race war or anything like that, right? If you can't grow to that level, you got to start all over again, fam. It is what it is. So it's all about raising that Kundalini energy up so you can know thyself and you continue your hero's journey, okay, without any distraction, so to speak. All right, so let's get ready to jump right into it, guys. Disease, nature, effort to restore equilibrium, and with the master key in his or her possession, that's you reflection. Okay, the student may unlock many doors of mental and psychic temple of knowledge. Okay, and enter the same freely and intelligently. Okay, so what is that saying? So once you learn to tap into yourself and knowing the key is within yourself, it's not outside of you, you'll be able to tap into the knowledge and wisdom that you need to help you graduate and grow to the next level on your hero's journey. So this principle explains the true nature of energy, power, and matter, and how, why and how all of these are subordinate to the mastery of the mind. Okay, this is from the Kabbalion to Houthi, right? The Emerald Tablets of Hermes and the Kabbalion. So you're going to learn the 7 Hermetic Principles, and you're going to go through some of the Emerald Tablets too, okay? But as you grow through your own transformation and atonement process, trust me, you're going to get on a whole nother frequency of vibration just going through this information, okay? But it's all about, you can gain a lot of money, a lot of material things, a lot of friends, fake friends, distractions, so to speak. But what does all of that mean if you really don't know your purpose, your mission, your life path, and knowledge of self? That's why knowledge of self is more important. So please learn those 7 Hermetic Principles, fam. It'll take you far. With anything we discuss, there's a good side, not so good side, but it's always about balance, okay? There's a neutral ground, and within each and every one of us, we have that divine masculine feminine principle within us, and it's all about balancing those energies, okay? So if you really want to tap in some additional knowledge, it's all about Imhotep, okay? Father of medicine, okay? And also Dr. Sabi is on that frequency too, so you can learn some more additional information from Dr. Sabi on YouTube, okay? I highly advise that. And also a great book to read, How to Eat to Live by Elijah Muhammad. How to Eat to Live. It'll give you a different perspective on the way we were taught to eat, okay? If you can see past a lot of the rhetoric, okay, it's all about the message in the book, okay? The universe put a message in everything, okay? So How to Eat to Live, that's a great book to invest in, and by Elijah Muhammad, okay? So let's get ready to lead into it. Disease is basically what? An alarm signal, or a friend who calls to inform us of danger. I repeat, this disease is an alarm signal or a friend who calls to inform us of danger. You know what I'm saying? So this so-called dis-ease, because your body is not at ease, is basically it's an effort to prevent death, okay? So this is your body way of contacting you, so it can't say words. So how does it contact you? Through aches, pains, you know what I'm saying? Those things that kind of aggravate you, so to speak. All right, so if it could really say word, it'd be like, hey man, don't you see that stuff you put in your mouth is not good for you? That's why I keep coughing a certain way or making you have hiccups, right? So your body will give these it's like a call and response kind of deal, right? All right, so the process of restoring equilibrium is happening throughout the cosmos as well. So it's not just happening within you. It's happening as above, so below, right? As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. All right, so let's get ready to dive right into it. Give my own key facts and my takeaways when it comes to this knowledge and how to research this information. I'm gonna get you guys out of here. So to really follow along, guys, I'm gonna give you the books in a certain order, but all of these books are highly important. Okay. So we got Works by George Carey. This is 3 books in one. This book is going to really give you a whole different perspective when it comes to your body and how it works. So it's The Chemistry of Life, The Tree of Life, and The Wonders of the Human Body. 3 books in one. You can't beat it. Also, Homeopathic Cell Salt Remedies by Nikki Lennon and Lionel Roth. Next, we have The Water of Life by John W. Armstrong. The Water of Life. You see these chakra colors? All right, The Water of Life, John W. Armstrong. We have God-Man, the Word made flesh, right? In the beginning was the Word, God-Man, the Word made flesh. This is also by George Carey and Inez Perry. Over here, okay, we have The Light of Egypt by Thomas Burgoyne. The Light of Egypt by Thomas Burgoyne, volumes 1 and 2. This will tie everything in, like we saying, starting with Aries, the head, going all the way to Pisces, the feet. You know what I'm saying? Everything's interconnected, okay, guys? And I covered everything. And also, again, to know the principles, laws of the universe, so you can get your butt in alignment. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth, Tahuti, Hermes, and the Kabbalion. Please invest in a lot of these books. You can find we're in the information age. I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses for you. If you really want to find something, seek and ye shall find. And a lot of these books are, you're more than likely you find a free PDF version of it, because there are a lot of people just like you, just searching and looking for solutions and answers to, common problems. Okay, guys? So let's get ready to dive into it, guys. It's all about these 13 mineral salts, and, there's 12, aspects of man. And 13 is the whole product, which is this, the 12, different signs of the zodiac, 12 disciples, and Jesus, the Son, which is the Christ, made 13 disciples. Hope that makes sense, guys. So it's all about, just tapping into some additional tools that you can put in your toolbox, so you can take the business model out of your health care. I care, I value, and appreciate you that much, so you can, instead of focusing on your car, learning so much about your car, sports, and all this entertainment, learn about your body, your avatar. The first car that you have is your body. Learn about your body, your anatomy, your genetics. You will greatly thank me later. But the blood is to the human body what is the soil is to a plant. So it is common knowledge that poor, exhausted soil will produce only weak, sickly plants. In the same way, poor blood lacking its essential constituents will produce weak, sickly bodies prone to disease. So by enriching the soil, right, the ill-conditioned plant can be made to recover and flourish. Now, the recovery of the alien human avatar body, like we talked about in a many presentations that I presented before, can be best achieved by a similar process. So by what? Restoring to the blood the constituent in which it is lacking. All right, so it's a cause and effect deal. All right, so this is basic biochemistry, the chemistry of living tissue, fam. All right, so let's go over these key facts on this chart here. And a lot of detailed information, again, was covered in my Zodiac Health by the Numbers presentation. And I'll link this at the end of this presentation too. But most importantly, you're going to get the best value once you do your own research. And, again, you can find probably some free PDF version of these books online. I'm dead serious, okay, guys? All right, so with that being said, let's lead into it with some of these. We're going to talk about the signs, the actual cell salt, okay? And the cell salt is, for each one, and which is the common deficiency cell salt for each sign. And also it's going to tell you, what area is going to detox. And just in case you don't have the cell salt, so you don't be a business model, what are some plant minerals, because everything comes from plants, right, before they manufacture it. I hope that makes sense, right? So just in case you don't have the salt, or you do have these salts and you just want to eat healthy and keep providing your body with the proper nutrients and constituents, right? Here's the plant minerals, and then also we're going to break down what it supports, and also the route or the pathways, okay, that it involves, and also some telltale signs based on some signs, some symptoms, or these are some tales that let you know that you are deficient deficient in certain areas or different cell salts within your human body. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So you got the sun here. All right, so again, your planetary alignments can affect a lot of this stuff, but we're gonna keep it straight, straight simple. Okay, so the sun is basically, again, it's a combination of all the 12 salts. We're bringing your total to 13. Okay, so this is basically all the 12 cell salts taken together, like maybe like one little tablet of each cell salt taken a day per so to speak. All right, but it helps to detox the entire body. All right, so the plant mineral that can help bring in these nutrients, you got alfalfa, aloe vera, you got sea vegetable like sea raw sea moss. That's a big thing now, different versions of it. Then you got sea salt, Napolis, right, which is the cacti, and this also supports what your spiritual balance, because everybody's Kundalini energy is rising right now. And a lot of people been out of alignment, but right now they have, their intuition has guided them to, focus on their heart and how can they, be a better example, for others to follow. So it's all about that spiritual balance, DNA integrity, and also, again, it's that heart, right? So a telltale sign when you're deficient, with all the minerals, okay, it may not be all, but majority of them, addiction. So if you have addictions, moodiness, sores, especially sores that do not heal, very quickly. All right, chronic disease, or especially, if you have any kind of agitation dealing with anger too. Okay, next we got, Aries, we got Kali phos, which is what? Potassium phosphate. This deals with your head, guys. All right, so this is gonna detox your head. So if you need some, help with your, building those brain cells, gray matter, what I'm saying? This deals with the head. So the plant mineral deals with alfalfa, lima beans, spinach, dandelion, greens, pumpkin, cabbage, and coconut. All right, it helps support the nervous system, brain, skin, tissues, and also the pathway and the route is the circulation. Also deal with the sex. Okay, then telltale sign deals with kind of like the ashen gray, sparkly eyes, and then sunken temples and cheeks, and offensive body or breath odor. This is a telltale sign that you may be deficient in potassium phosphate. Next, Taurus, resource, right? It's all about, you got natrium sulfate, which is sodium sulfate. This deal with the neck, that throat chakra area, right? Kind of that area, so to speak. So plant mineral that deals with that sodium sulfate is celery, avocado, tomato, pumpkin, romaine lettuce, and then you got Brussels and spinach. Okay, and then this cell salt in particular supports the liver, gallbladder, pancreas, anything dealing with acid balance. Okay, so the route and also the pathway deals with the liver again. All right, hint. So a telltale sign you're deficient, dealing with the any kind of greenish skin, jaundice of the eyes, sclera area, swollen bag. You have like swollen lower bags, swollen purplish like or reddish nose, liver damage, so to speak. Next we have Gemini. This deals with Kali myrrh, which is what? Potassium chloride, okay? Muriatic acid. So this deal detoxes what? Your arm, your nerves. Also, and the plant mineral that falls in line with, the potassium chloride is what? It deals with alfalfa, horseradish, coconut, parsnip, spinach, and parsley. All right, in its raw state, not cooked. Because remember, guys, anything that's cooked over 114 degrees, basically, cooking it, killing the nutrients out of the plant. Okay, I hope that makes sense so far. So this potassium chloride supports the spine, blood, and also is going to help prevent that clotting. Okay, all right, but do your research. Also helps with the brain. All right, so everything can flow smoothly, and also the skin. Then the route pathway deals with the spine. So a telltale sign that you're deficient deals with the milkiness and red, purple, or blue skin. Then you have that acne, rosacea, right? And then you have spider vein, raised bumps especially below the shoulder. Next we have cancer, right? So when it comes to cancer, that calcium fluoride, it's all about detoxing the breast area, stomach, the spleen. And then the plant mineral that support calcium fluoride, you got almonds, carrot, turnips, beets, green garlic, sunflower seeds. And a lot of you guys will find out that you naturally gravitate, according to your sign, to a lot of these plant minerals. Okay, so and also support your tissues, bones. So if you got little aches and pains coming, especially bone related issues, this cell salt will help you out. So it's all about tissue, bone, enamel, strength, and small intestines. Okay, All right, and also a telltale sign with this calcium fluoride, if you are deficient, is, you know, you may have blue lips, brownish black circles under your eyes, flaky white skin, also translucent teeth that, you know, see through or clear looking tips of the teeth, raised flat light wrinkle eyes. Next we have magnesium phosphate, which is Leo here. All right, so with magnesium phosphate, you know, with Leo, this is your first cell salt that's going to become deficient with you, you know, with any kind of ailment. Okay, with any of you guys, you know, the first salt that's going to become deficient is your birth salt. Okay, and we discussed this before. So we back with Leo. It deals with what? Detoxing the heart, lungs, liver, and the plant mineral that supports this magnesium is going to be alfalfa, spinach, coconut, peppers, cacao, durian, Savoy, right, and string beans. It helps support the nervous system and also pain control. Okay, also pain control, nervous system, and also pain control. All right, so the pathway and the route deals with the gallbladder, guys. All right, pay attention. All right, so telltale sign that you're deficient, you got any kind of blushing, that magnesium reddish of the cheeks, nose, the ears, and also if you have, you know, this is gonna be a telltale sign of chronic alcoholism too. Okay, next we have Virgo. The cell salt that may become deficient, you know, if you have any illness, it will be potassium sulfate, which is Kali sup, right? This deals with, it's going to help detox the intestines. So a plant mineral that's going to help, you know, bring in that potassium sulfate, you got garlic, spinach, kale, avocado, and pumpkin. Next, you got, is going to help support the spleen, brain, mucus, the mucus, and also the skin. So the route is dealing with the spleen here. And then a telltale sign of deficiency is the brownish yellow of the nose, mouth, liver spot, those pregnancy masks, those brown spots during pregnancy. Okay, then you got freckles, lack of pigmentation, that vitiligo, right? So this is letting you know about that potassium sulfate, guys. Virgo. Next, we have Libra. It deals with what? Sodium phosphate. Okay, so anytime, you know, you feel kind of ill, sodium phosphate. All right, next is going to help detox what? The stomach, kidneys, and then the plant mineral that's going to help bring in sodium phosphate, you got avocado, tomatoes, coconut, celery, you know, how you say that, Maria, right? So there are different plant minerals out there that can help bring in, you know, these different cell salt minerals to your body. Okay, so remember, everything starts in the plant life, okay, that gets manufactured to these salts. But if you don't have these salts, also look for the plant equivalent. Okay, I'm bringing everything to you and tying everything together into a nice bouquet. Right, next, it's going to help with sodium phosphate. Is going to help support what? The nervous system. It also helps with acid balance too. We talked about that before. All right, with what? Sodium sulfate. All right, next, when it comes to this salt here, it's going to help. It's going to also help with the route of the heart. And then a telltale sign that you are deficient in sodium phosphate, okay, guys, it deals with what? Greasiness, or, you know, blackheads, yellowy, you know, raised bumps around, especially like the eyes. And then you got that red, dry chin too. Okay, guys. Next, we have Scorpio. So the cell salt deficient that will become deficient first, normally is going to be calcium sulfate, guys. All right, so this is going to help deals with, you know, detox that sex organ, urinary organs, so to speak. So the plant mineral that's equivalent, that's going to help bring in that calcium sulfate is what? Pumpkin, spinach, avocado. Then you got currant, you got cabbage, Brussels sprouts, right? And then it's going to help support what? Your lymph nodes, your bones, and also your digestion system. All right, the route and pathway deals with what? The large intestine here with this calcium sulfate. So a telltale sign, you know, that you are deficient, you know, you have that alabaster or the dirty white along the lower face or the jawline. Then you may have those liver spots or brown spots on the face. Okay, next we have what? Sagittarius. So when the common cell salt deficient that will become deficient, you know, first, you know, will be silica or silicone dioxide. Okay, this is gonna help this is gonna help detox the hips, okay, the rear end, that buttocks, that gluteus maximus, right, and also the thighs, right. And so the plant mineral that's gonna help bring in some of that calcium phosphate is what? You got muskmelon, you got chard, you got apple, greens, cabbage, pumpkin, coconut, dandelion, alfalfa, lima beans, and many more, guys. So it's going to help support, you know, the nervous system, the skeleton, and your endocrine system. All right, pay attention. So a lot of these ailments, you know, stems from what? We talked about this before with Talking about the anatomy of the human avatar, right? With this endocrine system, this is a big thing. All right, and this the pathway and the route deals with the triple warming within your body. All right, so a telltale sign that you are deficient in calcium phosphate deals with what? Yellow waxy appearance, kind of translucent of the tips of the teeth, white flakes in the in teeth, right? Or you'll have like fingernails or stretched cheeks, skin, small or thin lips. All right, so next we have what? Aquarius, and the cell salt that will come deficient first. If you have any illness, Aquarius, you got sodium chloride. Okay, and this cell salt will help detox issues with the legs. All right, also the plant mineral that's equivalent, that's going to help bring in these nutrients of sodium chloride. You got celery, and you also have sea salt and some sea moss too. Okay, and it's going to help support what? Cellular health, that intercellular hydration, that water distribution, and that acid balance. I hope you guys are paying attention to acid balance and water distribution, and that endocrine system. This is key here. Okay, all right, so next, the major route with this sodium chloride is with the bladder, guys. All right, next telltale sign deficiency is what? You got gelatinous lower edge of the eyelids, and then you got red greasy hair or dandruff, large pores, or bloated look, so to speak, with that sodium chloride. So these are telltale signs of deficiency. And lastly, guys, we have Pisces, and the cell salt that that would for Pisces is ferrous phosphate. So this cell salt will become deficient first, any kind of illness, what I'm saying? So always start here first, guys, Pisces. So it's all about iron phosphate. Okay, so it's basically iron. So this is gonna help detox. Anytime you have a little sniffle, this iron gonna come in handy, guys. Okay, and you will soon learn as you go through these books, but it's gonna help deal with the feet, because we deal with head to toe, right? Pisces deal with the feet and also the limbs. Okay, so if you need the minerals that come in, the plant mineral equivalent of the iron phosphate, coconut, tomato, and then you got what? Blackstrap, and then you got molasses, and then you also have plantation brand molasses too. You can use that too. All right, but at the same time frame, this is going to help support what? Your nervous system, your hemoglobin, and also your vein strength. Okay, and also this gonna deals with the route of what? The lungs, guys. So telltale sign you're deficient in ferrous phosphate or iron phosphate. You got those pale cheek, bluish black circles on the eyes, red cheeks and ears, kind of like a feverish feeling, and sleepiness in appearance. Okay, so these are my takeaways, guys. One, basically a call/dispatchers. These are the symptoms of disease. They let us know that our bodies are deficient in minerals, in materials/minerals to really help us repair our body tissue. So the word pain isn't bad or evil, so to speak. It's just letting us know these pains and ailments are letting us know, it's our body's way of letting us know, like, hey man, you need to take better care of your body and be mindful of the things that you're putting in your body, because there's a cause and effect for everything. So when just a simple law of cause and effect, you'll be able to reverse engineer a lot of these issues that you're having right now. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so 2, pain/discomfort. These are the words of your body asking for the constituent parts of the blood, nerve, fluids, tissue, bones, etc. And basically acid causes pain. So these are causal words for what alkaloid salts to basically counteract that acid. So when you have that pain, it's just letting you know that you have acid buildup. Okay, so you have acid, alkaline. Okay, so we balancing the polarity here, keeping it real simple and basic. Okay, and remember, simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication. So life isn't meant to be so sophisticated. Let's keep it basic. We can put our own spin on things. However, let's keep it simple here. All right, and that way we can have our a good continuity system working. All right. 3, healthy synovial fluid. These are the fluids of the joints. It's neither acid or alkaline, but they contain both. Okay, so next, 4, if alkaline salts become deficient in amount for any reason, acid will present itself and hurts the nerve that pervades the membrane of the periosteum. So this is the periosteum, basically is the bone covering of the knee, elbow, and other joints of the human body. Okay, so what am I saying? Just taking the extra effort to study biochemistry, the universal laws, and her truth, you'll start to be able to reverse a lot of things that are going on in your life, and you'll be able to help yourself. You'll see the results in your life tremendously, and you'll be able to help a lot of other people too, just by teaching them cause and effect. Because just because you see people eating certain things on TV, that don't mean you're supposed to eat it. I hope that makes sense. All right. So trust your body, because your body is more intelligent than what you think. Your intuition gonna let you know what you're supposed to eat. Okay, so 5, all phenomenons / signs and symptoms appear as a result of divine beneficent law. Therefore, so-called disease is basically a result of the orderly procedure of that law. Like I just said, your input equals your output. That is the law. Okay, so when you follow the law, you will always be in divine alignment. So learn these 7 hermetic principles, reverse engineer, and apply it to all different aspects of your life, period. All right. 6, throughout the ages, there have been storms, cataclysm, earthquakes, extremes, heat and cold. So at this present time, guys, what you're seeing right now, you'll see it on the news. So you can't ignore the signs. All right. So when you do watch the news, you need to watch the news to see what they're not saying, because they're not telling you everything. So you need to leave no stone unturned, because we have some heat waves going on right now. So pay attention to the UV, A, B, and C indexes. So if you need help with that, check out brother Kali Ma'at Amen Ra on YouTube. Kali, Kali Ma'at Amen Ra on YouTube. He breaks down this stuff and genetics too. But be mindful of these changes, okay? But but we done went through all these different changes throughout the ages, but no one questioned the wisdom that causes and guides, directs these events. So then why should you question the wisdom of disease? You know what I'm saying? Because disease is so wise, as or this dis-ease, because your body is not at ease right now, because you haven't been mindful of the input, which equaling your output right now. So disease, by you not being at ease, these aches and pains, this is your body way of saying, hey, you need to be mindful of what you're doing right now. Let's use the process of elimination and see what we really need to put in our body, starting from scratch. So everything vibrates at a certain frequency. We need to eat electrical foods, foods with live enzymes with a higher that vibrates on a higher frequency. I hope that makes sense. So what's the best place to start, Chris? Start with fresh fruits and vegetables. Okay, start there first and then progress your way. Okay, all right. So with that being said, let's get ready to keep moving on, guys. All right. So these things are gonna basically, all these different events gonna basically lead us to where we are. But everything at the end of the day, it's a message and a lesson. So are you paying attention? So every situation is a learning experience. I hope you remember that. Okay, please. And as we get ready to close things out, guys, because this is very important. This ease is basically one phase of transmutation of matter in the procedure of regeneration. And your scientists and your biochemists out there and naturopath, they're coming clean. They know this information. Okay, so all methods of healing are basically phases of transmutation, of the transmutation process. So what can you do to help get your bridge the gap that's missing in your your life right now? I would say learn about your anatomy. Learn more about these cell salts. If you don't want to get the salts, again, I'm giving you the tools that you need, but it's up to you to make, take action and make that decision. So these are the plant minerals that they fall in alignment with, but you know what I'm saying? But take it one step at a time. If you do get it, start with the kit. Take one of each salt each day, which is what the gold bichloride, which is the combination of all 12, right? And that way, do things for 90 days and, and then, see what works, see what doesn't work. But at the same time frame, continue to enlighten yourself. And then you're going to refine and repeat the process. And you will be amazed over the course of 90 days, 180 days, your transformation. Okay. As we close things out, what do you need to do? You got to understand, alchemical knowledge, fam. All right. And that way, by, just lining yourself up this frequency and learn this this information, just getting a working knowledge of it, okay, you'll be able to constantly cooperate with the divine inner within you, okay, that spirit. All right, urged by what? Resupplying your internal library, your avatar here, with the what? The mineral base of the blood plasma, which is that gold. All right, your liquid gold. Okay, guys. But this has been my takeaway when it comes to disease, dis-ease, because your body is not at ease, and this is nature's way efforts to restore equilibrium, man. All right, so are you in alignment right now? Okay, it's all about balancing those polarities. Okay, fam. So be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, and we'll be back with another presentation soon. And you know, with the master key in his or her possession, the student may unlock many doors of mental and psychic temple of knowledge and enter the same freely and intelligently. The principle explains, this principle explains the true nature of energy, power, and matter, and why and how all of these are subordinate to the true mastery of the mind. Everything starts in the mind first before it manifests in the physical. So don't be afraid to unlock the universe within you, because what you are your own universe. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Take care of yourself, love yourself, leave no stone unturned. I love you. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.